Hi everyone, this is Sophie from Help Elevate Youth. Welcome back to another episode of our podcast. So today we have with us Hellison, who is the manager of the Hurstville branch of Vinnies, and we are going to be asking him questions about the effect of homelessness on our communities and the impact of his work. Also, if you could please check out the Help Elevate Youth website or our Instagram page, which is at Help Elevate Youth. Any donations or general support would be really greatly appreciated. So, thank you so much for tuning in and enjoy. To it, how has your day been?
Being busy, usually Friday is a big day for us, especially because all the clients get through the weekend and then there's no income. And sometimes, it's the busiest day for us. Yep.
Okay, well, maybe you can, relax a little bit with this. Okay, so let's start off with our first. Okay, so let's start off with our first question. Could you give us some information on Vinnies that most people may not know?
Yes. Usually, I think Vinnies is most known for retail. Everyone's like that. I ask, they think, oh, Vinnies shop. They sell clothing. But I think it's more than that. Like we have in New South Wales, 19 welfare centers where we provide welfare assistance. It means we can provide financial assistance with housing application, furniture, white goods, medication, scripts, all kind of assistance for emergency relief. And then that's why I think there's misconception about Vinny's just a retail shop. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so our second question, where do the care packages we put towards your organization go to, and what impact do they have on individuals and communities?
Yes, we really appreciate the package that you guys gave to us. We got here a lot of homeless people who experience homelessness, and then it was really useful because sometimes for us it's like the package. I remember the package. I think I got one sample here. Gave water, sunscreen, toilet paper, and food. And for us, it's a simple things, but for doesn't have any income make a huge difference. And then we really appreciate the assistance that you guys gave to us in our center.
Great, yeah. Thank you. Okay, so our next question, what is it about your current job that makes you enjoy it and stay really passionate?
I'm pretty new to this field. I have been in Vinnies about 7 months. But for me, the job is really challenging because you deal with people, vulnerable people who is struggling with different sector of their lives. But it's really rewarding to make difference in someone's life. And also, Australia is a beautiful country, and then Sydney is one of the most expensive cities to live. And then we live in a bubble, where you think everything is amazing, but we are privileged people. And then when you go a little bit deeper, you see how families and individuals struggling to survive because of the high cost of living in Sydney. And then for me, be able to make a little difference and in someone's life, it's a job dream for me. Yes, especially being immigrant in this country, and then be able to, because I know as a student before how difficult it is to not have enough income to pay the bills, the rent, and everything. It's so expensive. All things that you need to buy increase, and then be able to provide this assistance, where I get this opportunity, it's amazing for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Okay, so this question is kind of similar to the previous one, but where did your passion for giving back first occur to you in your life? If you could remember that far.
Yes, no, I think it's to be honest, part of my nature because I came from a huge family. I got 5 sisters, and then sharing is always in place. As kids, we always have to share, even clothes. I'm from Brazil, and then we have to share clothes, toys, everything. And then I think I grow up with this sense of sharing, and then be able, and then also as adults, come to Australia without speak any English, and then got the opportunity to get a job. A lot of people during my journey like assist me to survive in this country, and then I think this gave me the sense of gratitude, and then I think that's everything changed, and then I'm big grateful to be able now to provide a little bit to back to the community. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, so our next question: are there any misconceptions surrounding youth homelessness or homelessness in general that you want to address?
Yes, I think there are a lot. First one, like usually they think the homelessness community is made up of middle-aged men, which is not true because more than 50% of people who experiencing homelessness is women, and just because like the number of domestic violence case increased, and then that's the factor that take their out of home just because they struggling, and then for safety, and there's a lot of factors. And also another misconception is they think like they are experiencing homelessness because they want, or because they are lazy, or because they it's just to get a job, and then it's not like everything, like the cost of living, and then also mental health, addiction, everything this factor leads the risk to become homeless. And then that's why you have to provide like holistic approach, and not just think like they need to get a job, they're gonna have shelter to sleep. And then also they think just people who sleep on the street are homeless, but there's a lot of people who experiencing couch surfing, they're experiencing like living inside the cars, uh, moving between shelters. Also, this is considered homelessness. And then, yeah, I think that need to have a holistic approach to provide a huge of service, not just employment, because also it's linked to addiction, it's linked to unemployment. It's a big issue. Also, the private rental, it's unbelievable how they increase the price, and it's not affordable anymore. And that's why I think the misconception is just they just need a job, they are lazy, they like, and it's not the fact. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so our next question: what are some projects or events that you guys, Vinnies, are working on related to homelessness, and what are you looking to achieve in these upcoming projects?
Vinnies, we have like a program for housing. We have like, but it's the capacity is not huge, but also we have like transitional house for clients. But specifically here in Hurstville Vinnies Support Center, we just provide emergency relief. And then one project that we're gonna put in place, it's financial counseling, where we can provide this kind of assistance, and then our clients can manage better the income, and then also avoid eviction, avoid facing homelessness. And then I think is the key. Give the opportunity to them to manage their income, to put like the priority, because rent, I think for us, I always suggest my clients the priority it's pay their rent, avoid eviction, and then we can assist them with other things like food, clothing. We have a program where we provide New South Wales provide vouchers for electricity bills, and then we can refer them to this program. And then I think financial counseling for our clients is going to make a huge difference, and then they can manage better because the income is not huge, they just need to manage. But there's a lot of issues behind the scenes, addictions, gambling, and then that's why you have to work with the clients with holistic approach to see the better solution. And I think everything is linked. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so Vinnies, out of every out of every charitable cause, why support, for example, youth homelessness instead of other ones, for example? Like, have you had any, personal experiences with that kind of thing, or do you believe it's more prevalent within our community?
Yeah, no, I think because we need like pay attention. There's a lot of they stigmatized from homeless people. We need to break this, and also it's most vulnerable people in our community because the government like didn't invest enough in housing because I think they can see like the market for private rental and also for sales, and then it's a huge amount of money. And then I think that's why they forgot a little bit to in, invest more in housing, and then because the waiting list for get a house in Sydney is 8 year. It's unbelievable. It's not like, and then even priority list, you're gonna need to wait for at least 4 5 years. And then I think we need like to look at these people because the number increase, and then each year you see like young people living on the street. And then when people move from private rental to social house, the stigma is really bad. They think it's not safe. They think it's not like the environment is not good for their families. But I think we need to break this kind of mentality of social house and then pay more attention and request for our leaders to invest more.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so our last question, actually, one of the most common reasons given for why people don't donate to charity is a lack of financial resources, actually. So, could
Mm.
you list some ways and provide detail on some ways in which people can give back regardless of their circumstances?
Yes. Yes, I think it's common sense. Everyone say, "Oh, I cannot like donate or provide more assistance to charities because everyone's struggling financially nowadays." But there's a lot of ways to assist. Like volunteer, volunteering is the key. I think also just not in Vinnies because we have like a lot of program volunteers in a lot of organizations around Sydney where you can work in the retail, where you can work in the welfare center at least once, few hours, and then also or there's food truck, and then they drive around Sydney, and then you can be a volunteer just to assist and provide the assistance. And in Hurstville here, the office is Monday to Friday. We run the office with the volunteer, and then it's make huge difference. And then sometimes they say, okay, I cannot provide any donation financially. I cannot afford this, but it make you can make a difference. Come to the any organizations and provide like assistance with your sometimes also visiting home care facilities, talk to people, make them feel welcoming, socialize with them. It's going to make a huge difference. There's a lot of ways you can make a difference in our community.
Yeah. So, speaking of like volunteering and such, are there any particular organizations that you really love and that you really support that you might just want to give a quick shout out to?
Yes, we work in St. George area with a lot of organizations like Salvation Army, Wesleyan Mission, Salvos, Cover Storehouse. There's a lot of domestic violence organization that we can. It's we have a friend partnership, and we refer clients to each other. Yes,
Yeah, great. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much for coming on here to talk to us about Vinnies and the impacts of homelessness. Your responses were really inspiring and insightful, and I think we all learned something today. So thank you so much for that. To our listeners, thank you for sticking around till the end, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
thank you so much. I really appreciate and thanks for having me.